All right, what's up, family? This is your man, the Bishop. I'm back. I want to show you all some of the things that's going on here. I planted a few things in this new bed I just put together, and I'm noticing that some of them are beginning to germinate. Very small right now. There's radishes, some beans, some lettuces. Some other lettuces and things over there. They're beginning to. I see where it's splitting there. So they're coming up. Of course, here's some field pumpkins, squash. Some of you all may call it. These are like fall. Got there some parsley in the corner right there. Those are onions. And look like something been eaten a little bit on my red uh, cabbage there. Of course, that's broccoli. And believe it or not, y'all, look at here. This is my uh, green pepper plant, and it's still growing. I see more coming on there. And look at here. This is my wife's pride and joy. We had a few of them on there that did okay. But look at that there. The baby sugar baby watermelon. And believe it or not, I'm still growing tomatoes. These things are still coming up, y'all. Still coming up. Oh, look at that! How beautiful that plant. That 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 had opened up. Beautiful. But I'm actually taking these things out, and I'm gonna put some other stuff in there. Those will grow out through the season. And these have the nerve to grow in my garden, y'all. Look at these ugly looking, what you call those things? Mushrooms. The ugliest looking things I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna have to fix that. Of course, all that right there, squash. Look how big those flowers are, opening up, ready to be uh, pollinated. And I still got pollinators back there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 carrots. Of course, there's my beans. I just put those in there about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and they're beginning to come up. Look at all these. Squash, zucchini, squash. I still got some tomatoes that's ripening. So, so what I want to tell you is that don't be so quick to take stuff up out of the ground if it's still producing. Some things are going to still produce even though the weather is changing, because the ground has not gotten extremely cold yet. The temperatures are still around. Right now, we're still here in Zone 6A in Cincinnati, in Ohio. We're still hitting temperatures up in the 80s. So, and then the night times around maybe 60s, 65, sometime a little cold. It all depends. And so things are still growing. Uh, there's my little pollinator over there on the plant there. I don't want to disturb him, but if y'all can see, there's a bee. The same, I believe it's the same bee that comes every day and pollinates everything on my, that's my sage. Then next to it is the basil. He loves that sage and basil, and he flies around that all the time. Let me see if I can get a little closer without disturbing him. Can y'all see it? Okay. There's the what was that? Can't think of what that was. What? Carrots. Look over here. This plant right here. This is an amazing little plant. This plant was dying. I set this plant in the back with my in the shade, and all of a sudden it started growing again. That is a collard green plant. Over here, my collard green family, all in there, and one broccoli. Also in there, I got peppers, which I'll harvest those, but they're already reproducing. Now, some of you all may not know this, but most pepper plants are perennials, which means that they will come back next year. Cut them down after they've harvested and just let them sit over the winter and they'll come back. Right there, these are, let's see, what are they? That's cabbage right there. That's cabbage. That's my row of cabbage. Those right there are beets. So some of those didn't germinate like I wanted to. That's another row of broccoli right there. Turnips. Y'all see how many's in there? And over there, right there, those are mustards coming up. So we're gonna have a few of those. Of course, right here, got my 5-gallon bucket of Vidalia onions. This right here is my wife. That's her baby right there. That's the Concord grapes. They haven't produced this year, but they certainly grown. Right? They grew from a 3-inch seedling all the way to all of that. Of course, those are potatoes. I'm going to harvest those really soon. Like I said, these are tomatoes. These are heirloom, big boys. Some of these were big boys. Some of these were like heirlooms, and they're still producing. So like I said, don't throw away or pull stuff out until you know for sure it's done stopped. I mean, you may see some brown leaves. That's just a part of the season changing, but it's not over. I see. Look at here. I still even got this poinsettia pepper there growing. So you don't throw anything away until you are sure that this season is ended. Right here, these are sugar snap peas that are growing in my grow bag. Right here, these are some type of Chinese brown beans that are growing. Got broccoli and arugula. Still, look at that. You can still see peppers on there. Jalapenos and Mancini, Mancoli peppers. There's a beet. There's my okra plant. I accidentally stepped on one yesterday and bent up, but it's still like it's growing, so I'm not going to mess with it until it starts showing me signs that it's kicked the bucket. Let's see. Let's keep going. There's my okra. I can't believe this okra is still trying to grow. It's amazing, man. That's why I said don't get rid of things because they start browning. As long as they're still producing. Okay, and that's broccoli growing, baby. I see little baby seedlings. See, kohlrabi. That I don't see any on there yet. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's one down there. Of course, there is. What's that over there? Arugula. Okay. Arugula, more cabbage, squash. That right there was my, this here is the strawberries. And this was my baby. This is Ruby. This is my persimmon tree. Ruby didn't do too good. It's got a lot of spots and things on it. I need to do a little bit more maintenance on her to get her ready for next season. So that's pretty much a small tour of the garden. This is my fall garden. I mean, I had much more in here during the summer. I done harvested a lot of things. But that's just to give you a preview of what you can do. Listen, let me show you the greenhouse. Those are right there. Those are cucumbers. Here's the cucumbers inside my greenhouse that are growing. And believe it or not, that's sweet corn. and it's growing. Uh, Cantaloupe, sage, okra, and back there tomatoes. So all of those are mainly summertime plants, but since I have this greenhouse, they're able to grow in here, and because the heat variation is very much at least a 10-15 degree difference inside there. If you ever walk in there, you'll see. So that's pretty much the garden. Still got more to go. I got more cleanup to do. I got more mixtures to make. I'm gonna feed everything, and that's pretty much it. So stay tuned to Hagen's Urban Greenscape, where we seed your need, and as always, don't stop growing. All right, peace.